What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Phase 6, your source for music, business, motivation, and support. It's your boy, Sir Love. I got another dope topic for you today. We're going to be talking about why fans listen. This is, again, another conversation that I have with a lot of executives and a lot of people and tastemakers, etc. in the business. And I want to bring this conversation out to you guys because it's a debate and it's actually an understanding that we have. And I think it's something that if you guys heard can make your process better or give you a better understanding of where you are, where you fit in this business. So let's jump into it. Phase 6, let's go. Alright, bet. So if it's your first time here, make sure you like, subscribe, do all those different things because I'm giving this type of information all the time, regularly, and I want to make sure that everyone in the music business has an opportunity to succeed. So today's topic, we're going to be talking about why fans listen to music in today's day and age. I really want you guys to understand this because this also goes into why people are choosing to play records, why people are, or why executives are choosing to sign certain people. All these different ideologies I'm getting ready to speak about all directly impact all business decisions at the next level. So you having this understanding is going to help you navigate and understand who you are so that you can understand the type of business opportunities that are going to be available and how to move around those opportunities as you're looking to grow in your career. So why are fans listening to music? First off, we got about 3 categories of why fans are listening to music. I'm going to break these things down for you right now and tell you what they are. Number 1, purely based off of the artist, and we're going to dive deep into what that means. Okay. Number 2 is the mood, the feeling, the emotion. We're going to dive deeper into that. And number 3 is the lifestyle. Okay. These are the 3 things that all of my debates have led to saying that these are the things that are driving, consumption today. Because we live in a streaming world, right? So it's changed the way we think about music and how we move around music and different things of that nature. So amongst this, the one thing I want to debunk right now and kind of get out of the way is branding. We've spent a lot of time on branding in this industry, in this game. A lot of people talk about branding. It's the thing to do, whatever. Honestly, branding at this point is a prerequisite. It's been a prerequisite. The music industry is always a couple years late behind any particular trend. Branding was a trend that started in the early 90s, darn near late 80s. Starbucks, Harley Davidson, Apple, all these guys were experimenting with branding, which was making a company have a personality, right? All of that stuff, like the music industry caught on to it, early 2000s, like 10 years later, et cetera, became this whole thing. We have the brand, it has to be this, has to be that, whatever. There are, of course, people in the industry that were above the curve and doing it earlier on. And obviously, branding has been a concept that's been going around on some level before it was titled branding, back in the 50s and et cetera, whatever. But at this point today, branding is a prerequisite. So your brand, your message, your story, we'll talk about all that a little bit more when I start doing marketing videos. But at this point, that's a prerequisite. So I don't want you to use that as an excuse or a conversation piece for why you think things are being consumed more than the other. Okay, that's a prerequisite. At this point, everybody has a brand of some sort that kind of pops up and grows and different things of that nature. So let's go to our number 1. Our number 1 is going to be artistry. When you think about artistry, you're thinking about people that you listen to. Like, really think about this. Why do you listen to someone? Like, you listen to music right now. If you're a person watching this, you listen to music for selfish reasons. You're listening to music because you want to feel a certain type of way in the moment. All right. Now, a lot of times that's going to be associated with the mood or an emotion or this, that, and the third. But there are times when you go, I'm in a Kendrick Lamar mood. Right? I want to hear that. I'm going to hear Tupac right now. I want to hear, there's a specific, emotion that an artist has been able to convey or specific message, what is of course built into the whole branding thing, which I said is a prerequisite, but right? It's embedded and built in, and you want to listen to one artist. That one artist normally has a plethora or a diverse range of types of music that they do. They have upbeat music, they have downbeat music, they have club music, they have chill music, they have just a variety of different things that you can experience. But you're saying that I want the J. Cole experience. I want the Chance the Rapper experience, right? Those are people that are kind of get catalysts or grouped up in their own group as catalysts that create the next level of sounds. They become the legends. They become whatever. Now, what makes them that is a whole nother conversation. We're talking about you know, their lyrics, we're talking about their music, we're talking about their beats, we're talking about the thought process. And it's not just rappers, of course. It's people in rock, it's people in pop, it's people in R&B. There's a lot of different people that fit in this category where you say, I want to hear Katy Perry. I want to hear Taylor Swift. These are the people that I want to hear right now. That's the artist category. People listen to their favorite artists, okay? The second category, which is a category that a lot of you guys are actually swinging at without noticing it, is that it is the mood category. If you find yourself making music that is trending, okay, that fits a certain style, you know, you have the club vibe, like you want people to party and dance to your music, and that's what you create. Then you have different genres within the club. You have what clubs sound like in different countries, in different states, in different regions, in different zones, but you cater to a mood. Artists like that, you'll typically see out of 10 records, they might have 8 records that are typically within the same tempo. And it's not just partying. You have some people that just create really cool moods, just really like Daniel Caesar, right? Or Her. Like they just create a mood for you and they set the tone. You go back, that's Maxwell. That's, you know, at one point in time, Marvin Gaye. You know, that's people that create a mood for you. They set the tone. You're not always even listening to the records when you listen to it. Sometimes it's background music or it's some type of feeling that pumps and adds value to what you're currently doing. So you're at the club, there's certain people you listen to before you go party. There's certain people you listen to when you want to wind down. There's certain people you listen to when you want to think. There's certain people, you know, if we're in this category, you make mood-based music, okay? If you recognize this about yourself, you recognize that that is who you are. The Migos, they make mood-based music. I believe that with their newer projects, they're moving toward the artist direction, but they make mood-based music. When you want to party, you turn the Migos on, right? These are these different types of ways that you can think about how you make your music, because it also affects how your music is put on certain playlists. Do you fit this mood? Do you fit that mood? Who are you? And it helps your growth. If you recognize that you're a mood artist, you're going to promote and market in ways associated with that mood, whatever that mood or emotion is. If you're an artistic person, then you really got to get out there and touch the fans and say things that's going to prove that you're an artist that has things that they need to grapple onto. They need to hold on to personally. Okay. The next thing, the lifestyle. The lifestyle artist is probably the artist that you see that's really doing their thing on Instagram, that's really popping off on Facebook, that's popping off on Snapchat, that's popping up on whatever new social media device is out right now, right? It's basically because you fall in love with the lifestyle of the artist. You're looking at what they do and how they're living, and you know, the girl that they have, or the chains they have, or the cars, or whatever. You know, even if it's not a hip hop lifestyle and it's a country lifestyle, it's like, wow, that ranch, and look how many cattle they have, and darn, man, look at that hat, and those are some expensive ass boots, and he's just walking in the mud with them. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, you know, everyone falls in love with different things, but whatever the lifestyle is can drive a person to say, hey, if you live that lifestyle, then maybe I will feel like I'm living that lifestyle when I listen to you as well. So whenever I want to feel like I'm rich, even though I'm not rich, I play this because it gives me rich vibes. When I want to feel like a boss, but I'm not a boss, I play this because it gives me boss vibes. This is how a boss thinks. I'm not a dope boy, I'm not a drug dealer, but I want to feel like a drug dealer, so I listen to this, like lifestyle. Now, there are some artists that transcend all these things, and they become superstars and legends and different things of that nature, but there are also artists that just champion one area or another, and that's perfectly fine to say, hey, I am the artist. You're going to take a journey with me. I'm going to go through different ish, but you're going to love me because I have a message that relates to you and personally, and you love how I've made you feel over the years. Like Outkast, when they were hot, they can do anything they wanted to do and the fans are going to follow them. R. Kelly's like that. People just love R. Kelly. He'll turn around and do all sorts of shit and people will follow it and people will love it, right? And I'm using older references. Of course, there are a lot of younger guys doing it too, but I'm using the people that are tried and true just in case some of these newer guys like fall off and 5 years from now you're watching this video, you don't know who they are, right? Okay, at the same time, when we think about different mood artists, when we think about mood and artistry blend, Drake was able to blend mood and artistry together, and that's what helped him propel to being Drake. But when you think about mood artists, once again, I said her, I said Daniel Caesar, I said Migos, I said there's certain people that just, you turn this on. Trippie Redd is kind of in between artistry and mood, and now he's starting to drizzle over into lifestyle. You know, there's all sorts of different, you know, categories. And when we think about someone that's just, you know, purely based off lifestyle, then I would say right now you would look at someone new, Tekashi 6ix9ine. It's all lifestyle, it's all gangster, it's all, you know, trolling, it's all look at me, look at me, look at me, look at me, I'm in your face, I'm in your face, I'm in your face, look at what I'm doing, look at my lifestyle, look who I am, I'm a boss, I'm this and that. Rick Ross was very lifestyle oriented, the whole boss mentality, the whole, you know, even the way he approached, you know, a record, he'll just say, Giuseppe slippers on these marble floors, walking out, closing Lamborghini doors. It just, he'll like set a tone and create a vision that lets you see, wow, I wish I was wearing Giuseppe slippers, and if it's marble floors, it's gotta be a mansion, and he's walking outside in a robe and with a Lamborghini, and goddamn, he's a boss, right? He set that lifestyle, you know, understanding. So these are things that I want you guys to think about, because from a business standpoint, when you move forward, you have to understand the value that you're offering to the customer, to the fan, and to the person that's going to be promoting you. Because if you're a lifestyle brand, right, if you're a lifestyle artist, then that means that you can now use that lifestyle, which is normally generated through social media and all these different things in today's time, right, to now market products associated with a lifestyle, and to go and do shows and concerts that are associated with other lifestyle artists, or be a part of events that are lifestyle based. Now you can say, hey, maybe I should try to do a deal with the liquor company because that's a part of the lifestyle I promote. Maybe I can get them to sponsor my tour. Maybe I can. Now you're aligning things that make sense with who you are, why people consume you, right? Then you have people that are set a mood. Okay, well, what are the things associated with that mood? I want to associate myself with things in the mood. And if I'm an artist, then it gets completely different, because at the beginning, it's extremely hard. No one gives a F about your brand, your message, your story. You have to almost touch people individually. It's a lot of handshaking and hand holding and hard press to get people to fall in love with you. But once they do, you typically have them for a very long time. That's what you saw Chance the Rapper do, Kendrick, J. Cole. You know, Big Sean tried, didn't quite get it. He's kind of in limbo, like Wale. They're kind of in limbo in this. They're just talented as shit, right? So I wanted to give you guys this perspective. I don't really know what you're gonna do with it, but I do know what I would do with it. If it was me in your situation, I was looking at my artist, or if I was an artist myself, I would try to figure out what area am I in, and I would really focus on catering to that area going forward, spending more time, more focus on my business initiatives as well as my creative initiatives around the category that I'm in, so that I can get the most out of it down the line, whether that's pitching playlists or pitching business deals or pitching whatever it is you're pitching to get on and get hot. So I hope that helped. Today's topic was how fans listen to music. Fans are listening to you from your mood, your artistry, your lifestyle. Typically, there are other categories, but these are the three big areas. Let's get you guys to jump into that, dive into that. I don't have much for you. It's your boy, Sir Love. I'm out.